Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here for yet another Soul Leveling Rise video. As you know, we have a super important event coming out, so I wanted to make this video ahead of time so you don't make mistakes when the event is live. This is literally one of the most important events we're going to have in a very long time, so let's go over it. I'll show you how it's supposed to work and what artifacts you should be choosing. Again, we have limited resources to craft our artifacts. Yes, that's right. We can literally craft the artifacts we want using the artifact crafting ticket. These are on a limited supply, so I want to make sure everyone has the right mindset going to this and you don't mess up, because you do not want to waste one of the rarest resources and the most important resource in this game right now. And just really, hey, go, don't judge, alright? You were looking too. And speaking of important, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. We are almost at the 100,000 subscriber mark. Let's be the first SLA creator to reach 100k just based on Soul Leveling Rise alone, so make sure you subscribe. That way we all hit that fantastic milestone. And also, speaking of important, do not forget to extend your support. The link is down below. There are two links, the extension page and the supporter link. So if you are supporting right now, you still have to do this, otherwise your support will be removed. The way Netmarble has it set up is the supporter program is in seasons, meaning once a season ends, everyone gets removed. Yes, that's right, all 14,000 people are getting removed unless you extend your support. So go to the link down below and press that red extension button. This is what it should look like when you go to your My page. You scroll down, under My Support, I should be there, and then you press the extension button. Once you press it, it should change to cancel extension. That means you did it right. So make sure you do extend, that way you won't miss out on any codes. And also check your receive benefits section for the codes I send, otherwise you are missing out. And we have three very important shoutouts to do. So shout out to Josia, a shout out to David, and a shout out to Nera for being the first commenters on the last few videos. I had scheduled uploads, so it was a bit delayed, but here are your shoutouts and enjoy your juicy Discord roles. So looking back at the previous developer stream, this is what the event will look like. This right here, the progress status, does not matter, but again, remember this is subject to change. This just shows you the steps you have to take. So first step is you have to use these tickets, which we get through login events, we get through missions, etc. So you do have to have a ticket to start the event, of course. Once you start, you can go ahead and start crafting artifacts, but we're going to look at the missions right here. These are the missions. You need these to reroll. So once you craft an artifact, you can actually reroll its stats while you're still on the page. So these are also very important to get. You get them easily by doing your daily missions. Fantastic. A very simple way to get them, thank goodness. They're making this event fairly accessible. So you start out by using this ticket, pressing that button, and now you have a choice. Ideally, the only sets you should choose are the Burning Curse set, and that's basically it. I do not believe you should choose any other set. The Burning Curse is literally the set we use for every single game mode on practically most of our hunters. Warmonger is a good set, but only if you don't have any other damage bonuses being applied. You have to remember, there are diminishing returns of attack, etc., but when it comes to damage, it's its own separate set. It's not being applied to attack, so we're getting most of the benefit. That's why Curse is just so versatile and so good. You can also use it on basically any hunter with any stat scaling, so let's choose that. And then once you choose it, you can go ahead and go forward and pick which artifact you actually want, so armor or accessory. Now here comes the important choice. Ideally, you want to choose an artifact that has a main stat you can vary with. So helmet and also boots, they do have varying main stats. As you can see, helmet has attack, defense, HP, additional attack, additional defense, and additional HP. That's why it's so important to choose one of these artifacts. Accessories do have these two, I'll cover that in just a second. But ideally, if you're looking for armor, the two pieces you have to choose would be helmet and boots, not body armor or gloves. As you'll see in just a second here, armor only has additional offense and defense, so either way, you're getting defense. It's not worth wasting a ticket on. Gloves, same thing, additional attack or attack, but when it comes to boots, you can choose. Do you want defense, HP, crit damage, defense pen, healing given increase? Ideally, if you're lacking boots, you want to go with critical damage. That's the best stat choice here. So ideally, if you're lacking in the armor department, you want to go for either, yes, helmet or boots, since their main stats do vary. For boots, go crit, and for your helmet, ideally, you want to go for attack percentage or additional attack. I would choose attack percentage. It just scales well in the future. With our levels going up, it is more future-proof, so attack percentage is what I'm going to go for. That is if I choose a helmet, of course. That's because flat stats are good up until the point where our base stats are low, or the higher they get, the less value we get out of them, so attack percentage is the way to go in my opinion. So continuing on, now we have the accessory category. You only want to choose the artifacts that have varying main stats, so necklace is out of the picture. You don't want to choose between additional HP and HP, not worth it. Next up we have bracelet, which is actually very important. It's very hard to get the correct stat, that being the main stat here. So if you're lacking a bracelet for, let's say, someone like Go, you're running all curse on him, or you're running 4 and 4, you can go ahead and pick light damage, because the devs did fix the elemental damage bonus here, so this is a solid choice. Also for rings, they do have varying stats as well for the main stat, just like our helmet, so you can pick additional percentage for attack, or let's say you need a defense ring, you can pick defense percentage, whatever works for you. You just want to make sure you're picking the correct artifact type. So ring, bracelet, helmet, and also boots, those are the best choices because again with earrings, same thing, it's only I believe mana, so not worth it. So here he's going to choose a curse bracelet, going for water damage, and let me show you how it works. So once you pick the main stat, it is permanently locked in. You can go back obviously, you're not wasting resources, but at least we know this stat right here is locked in. Then you spend those, chest looking resources, 10 of them, and 3 artifact chips to essentially get your stats in the beginning, and then proceed to reroll, you'll see. So use it, and you got these sets of stats here, not good as you can see. So what our man Prism is going to do is reset the stats right here by clicking this button. So he's going to click it right there, and boom. Now you have 2 choices. Your old one is no longer locked, but the new one is locked. When it's highlighted, that means the lock status is in. So if you press reroll again, you're keeping this and you'll get the new one displayed, seeing if you want it or not. In this case, he got something actually very good. He got damage increase, attack percentage, additional attack, and also mana consumption reduction. Literally perfect for someone like Alicia if he plans to use all curse. So this is literally the perfect substats you want. So here he is going to lock it in, as you can see. Now he's going to reroll, just to show us an example. Once it's highlighted, it is locked in, so you press this now, and you'll see this page right here is going to reset, so we got damage increase, additional offense, etc. He doesn't want to keep this, so you can press this again, reroll, bad again. This one's way, way better. So RNG again has to be on our side, and once you choose the one you want, you press this button here, and the pop-up comes. You get a level 1 artifact. You can see all the stats here, so water damage, which he chose, and the reroll he got, which is fantastic, and you can go ahead and lock it in by using a ticket. So you press that, and then boom, you got your artifact. Very simple events. So ideally from this event, I'm going to mention again so everyone gets it right. You want to go for helmets, very important, varying main stat. You want to go for boots, very important, varying main stat. Bracelets as well, same thing, varying stat. And also rings, again, varying stats. So you want to go for those. Don't go for armor, don't go for gloves, do not go for the necklace, and don't go for earrings. They basically have locked in stats. Let me see if I can just show you to make sense of it. So here, the main set for bracelet, lots of options. But if we go to, let's say, earrings, it'll all be the same thing, additional mana. And with our necklace, again, same thing. It's either HP or HP percentage. So make the right choice. If I had to say one was the ideal choice, I would probably go for bracelets. I feel like I don't have any good bracelets with the proper main set. That would be my number 1 choice. But a lot of time we're running expert, so do you really want to waste your ticket on an expert set? Up to you. I think I'd probably go for curse, but remember, curse is being implemented in the new events going forward, that being for the new Encore and Instance Dungeons, I believe, based on what the dev said, when the new workshop is coming out again, from my understanding. So either way, we're starting to get these artifacts going forward in the main events we have, or just the main dungeons, not really events. So the artifacts to choose to give you the best damage bonuses right now would obviously be boots. The crit damage bonus is amazing, and you obviously want some solid substats here. Helmet as well, getting that attack bonus in is very, very good. Bracelet as well, giving us a flat elemental damage bonus. And lastly, rings, same thing, giving us that main stat we need. So hopefully this helped. Don't make those mistakes. And looking at these stats, you should probably choose for these stats. So that being these substats, of course, we have to review those too. Ideally, if you're choosing attack percentage, you still want attack on the artifact set itself. So for me, if I'm looking for an artifact for, let's say, Jinu, I would want additional attack, with the main stat being attack percentage, for example. Crit isn't too bad armor pieces, so you can look for crit as well. Damage increase wouldn't be too bad. And just to show you all the choices here, let me actually go in here. Let's go to set. Let me just do curse to show an example. So curse, main set effect, attack percentage, and in substats, so defense pen is also a very good stat. Since as you can see, when I choose it for my substat, if I press apply, I don't have a single curse set with additional attack and defense pen, so good stats to look for. Damage increase is obviously very good too. Another solid stat. Crit rate, if you need it, is also very good. Initial attack, like I mentioned earlier. These stats right here are probably the ones you want to look for. At least get 2, maybe 3 of them. Crit rate, probably not the most important, but you still want a certain amount of crit. Otherwise, you're losing out on so much damage. You want to make sure you're hitting that beautiful sweet spot of 50% crit, heck, even 49%. Just make sure you reach that mark, because anything above it is too much and you're wasting your stats. Now, when it comes to accessories, the stats I would probably look for, number 1, would have to be critical damage. That's one of the best ones you can go for. So let me just take off these right here. Go back to Burning Curse, just so we have it for an example. So sub-effects you want, additional attack, attack percentage when available, damage increase, critical damage, defense pen 2 when that's available. So these stats right here, again, are the ones you want to go for. So same thing as before, with the addition of crit damage being one of the best stats you can get, that being on an accessory because you can only get them on boots for armor pieces on the main stat. So this is a stat we're kind of deprived of. So make sure you get this on every single accessory piece. That way you maximize your damage. But again, remember, diminishing returns. If you have too much crit damage, you're losing out. But again, that's going to be a bit hard to get. If we go to my Jinu stats, for example, and we look at it, you can see I don't have too much crit damage, so the more the merrier. It's a stat that's kind of hard to max out, and as you can see from my crit rate, 49.7%, literally at the cusp of being super uber efficient, so make sure you do the same. That way you're maximizing your stats. The event is pretty clear cut. Lock your artifact choices in before you start rerolling. Don't pick the wrong one, of course, make sure it's highlighted, and then enjoy your soon-to-be perfect artifact. So if you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like, do subscribe to the channel so we hit that 100,000 subscriber milestone, and do extend your support. That way you won't miss out on future codes. This was your Code King Zaf signing out.